Okay, welcome back. This is a video over the Appendix 8, and this is about weight weight and mass in medical applications. So we're going to be able to convert American units of weight and then metric units of mass. And I'm not going to go into the difference between weight and mass. They're similar. They have a few minor differences, but kind of think of them the same thing. So what I have, and we're just going to do the same thing we did the first time, okay? And the previous in Appendix A, and just use this idea to convert the following. Okay, so 1 ton is the same thing as 2,000 pounds, and then 1 pound is the same as 16 ounces. So let's just get started here. I'm just going to jump right in. What I want to do is I want to convert 15,360 pounds into tons. Okay, and so what I have, how I want to do this, I'm going to do this the same way. I'm going to do 15,360 pounds over 1 is equal to pounds over and tons up top. Okay, so what I know is that if I have 2,000 pounds, that's going to give me 1 ton. All right, my pounds are going to divide out. And so as a result, what I'm left with is 15,360 divided by 2,000, and that's going to give me tons. So if we do the math there, 15,000 divided by 15,360 divided by 2,000, that's going to give me 7.68 tons, okay? That's what we'd put here, 7.68 tons, all right? And that's it. That's all we're doing. So same thing that we did, but we're just doing the same thing for weight instead of distance, okay? So let's go ahead and move over to the next one. And this is 5 pounds is how many ounces, all right? So what I have here, let's just write this out. 5 pounds over 1 times pounds and ounces up here, okay? And what I know is that I have 16 ounces for every 1 pound. So then my pounds divide out, and we're left with 5 times 16 in ounces is what's left over. So 5 times 16 is just going to give us 80 ounces. Okay, so not too bad. Okay, put 80 up here in my answer. But yeah, it's really not too bad. All right. The one thing we do have to consider here is the same concept as for mass, and that's the metric system. Now, the metric system, again, is a very easy, user-friendly concept, all right? And where you have a gram, which is similar to like an ounce, okay? 10 grams is a decagram, 100 grams is a hectogram, and then 1,000 grams is a kilogram, okay? And then they get smaller and smaller. So before I do anything, getting a decigram, a centigram, and a milligram, what I want to do is say that 1/10 is the same thing as doing 0.1, okay? 1 out of 100 is the same as doing 0.01. So I'll use these numbers instead. And then 1/1000th is 0.001, all right? So now what I want to do is go through and say, all right, well, let's convert these things. All right, so if I have 8 kilograms, I want to know how many grams that is, all right? And so I look over here and I say, all right, where are my kilograms? Kilograms is here. Kilogram is the same thing as 1,000 grams. So what I'm going to do is come over here and I'm going to write down, okay, if I've got 8 kilograms over 1, multiply that by kilograms on the bottom, grams up top. If I have 1 kilogram, that's 1,000 grams. So my kilograms then divide out, and all we're left with, guys, is just 8 times 1,000 grams. Okay? And so if I take 8 times 1,000, that's going to give me 8,000 grams. And that's it. All right? And that's what I'm going to put here, 8,000. Okay? All right, let's take a look at the next one. Man, these are fun. I like doing these. Okay, so if I have 4,235 grams, how many kilograms is that? So we're just going to go backwards, all right? So what we just did, so 4,235 grams put that over 1, and that's going to equal to, I'm going to put grams down here and kilograms up top. Now I have 1,000 grams per 1 kilogram. All right, so then what I can do to simplify this, my grams divide out, and then all I have is 4,235 kilograms divided by 1,000, okay? And all that's going to give me is 4.235, 4.235 divided by 1,000 is, yeah, and that's all it is, 4.235 kilograms. All right, and that's what we're looking for. Okay, 4.235. All right. Okay, let's move on. Okay, so now, all right, this is where it gets a little weird. Now what we have, and I don't know all of these very well, but what I have is I have a centigram here, and we're converting to milligrams. Now there isn't a direct correlation between centigrams and milligrams. We have to convert those to grams first and then go back and convert it to milligrams. And so what I have here, and let's just write this out, I have 6.98 centigrams over 1 times centigrams per gram. All right, so what do we have for centigram? How many centigram? 1 centigram gives me 0.01 grams. So 1 centigram gives me 0.01 grams. Now what I have to do is I have to convert grams back into milligrams. So I'm going to multiply this again by something with grams down here and convert that to milligrams. So if I have 1 milligram, that means I have 0.001 grams. All right, now let's see what divides out. My centigrams divide out here and here. My grams divide out here and here. So all we're left is just the milligrams over here. And so now what I have is I have 6.98 times 0.01 milligrams, and then we're going to divide that by 0.001. All right, so I'm going to do the part in my numerator first. I'm going to do 6.98 times 0.01, and that's going to give me 0.0698 milligrams, and divide that by 0.001. All right, divide by 0.001, and all we have now at this point is we have 69.8 milligrams, and that's our answer. Okay, so really all we just did was just move it 1 decimal place to the right, but you know, I think it's important that we are able to logically think through this. Okay, next one, we're converting from milligrams to grams, so this isn't too bad. All right, so here's what I've got. All right, so if I've got 89.21 milligrams, okay, put that over 1. I'm going to multiply that by milligrams and grams. Now what I have is I have 1 milligram is equivalent to 0.001 grams. All right, so then my milligrams divide out, and we are then left with 89.21 times 0.001 grams. All right, so now let's take a look at that. And so I've got 89.21, multiply that by 0.001, and that's going to give me 0.08921 grams. All right, and so that's the number that's going to go here. So 0.08921 grams. All right, and that's it. All right, so same as what we just did on the last unit, but a little bit different. Let's go ahead and take a look at this. You know, medical applications, they have this other thing called a microgram, which 1 gram contains 1,000,000 micrograms. Or if you have 1 microgram, that's 0.000001 of a gram, okay? And so what I want to do is we want to be able to convert this, all right? We want to go from milligrams into micrograms. So on this one, what I would do is I would do 0.4 milligrams over 1 multiply that by something with milligrams on the bottom and then micrograms up top. Okay, so milligrams are, oh crap, we got to convert this into grams first. All right, hold on, let's do this. Okay, so milligrams into grams, and then what we'll do is we'll do grams into micrograms. Okay, so if I have 0.4 milligrams, 1 milligram is, oh gosh, what is it, 0.001? Yep, 0.001. So I've got 0.001, and then 1 gram is equal to 1 million micrograms. Okay? And that's it. All right, so what I have, what divides out, the milligrams divide out, the grams divide out, and you're left with micrograms. Okay, so now I've got 0.4, so I've got 0.4 times 0.001, and then times 1 million. All right, and let's just multiply all those together. All right, and that's going to be micrograms. So, all right, if I've got 0.4 times 0.001 times 1 million, that's going to give me 400 micrograms. Okay? And that's that. All right, but the difference on that one, I didn't, if we're converting from milligrams to micrograms, I don't have anything there. Okay, but what I do know is that I can convert milligrams to grams, and then I convert grams into micrograms. Okay, so let's take a look at an application problem, and the problem states medical dosage. So a physician, okay, prescribes 500 micrograms of alprazolam, okay, an anti-anxiety medication, whatever. How many milligrams is in this dosage? Okay, so we're going to convert from micrograms to milligrams. So what I have is I've got 500 micrograms, okay, over 1, and I'm going to convert that into grams. So I've got micrograms and then grams. Now I have 1 million micrograms, okay, per 1 gram. And then what I want to do is I want to convert that into milligrams. So I'm going to multiply that by grams on the bottom here and then milligrams up top. And I have 0.001 grams per 1 milligram. So what I end up getting here is I get 500, well, let's take a look what divides out. The micrograms divide out, the grams divide out. So you're left with 500 over 1 million times 0.001, okay? And this is going to be milligrams. So if I've got 500, let's go ahead and multiply 1 million times 0.001, and that's going to give me 1,000. So I end up getting 500 over 1,000, and that's going to be milligrams. So I've got 500 divided by 1,000, and that's just going to give me 0.5 milligrams. Okay, so a microgram is really, really, really small. Micrograms are used in like, a lot of different kinds of like medication. But, one thing that you have to like consider is like, certain like medications are really, really, really potent. And so we've gone this small as a microgram so that we can give people the proper dosage. So that's all I got for this one. I hope you enjoyed this video. A lot of the same stuff. It's just using your tables and all that. So we've got one more like this, and then we'll move on. So thanks a lot. We'll see you in a bit. Thanks. Bye.